Hi everyone, I'm Tabitha, and today we're talking about fear. Writing and publishing are scary. It turns out the path to a published book is paved with rejection. You're taking a part of yourself, of your soul, and you're putting it out there for public consumption. And in reality, negative reviews of that part of yourself are possible. Because of this, imposter syndrome or the feeling that you don't belong in this world are real. You know it because when you walk into a store and you grab the bestseller by the new author in your favorite genre, you read it, you love it, and then you're immediately struck with the fear that your book is not good enough to share shelf space with this one. I am an irrational perfectionist. That means I know perfection is not possible, but that doesn't stop me from wanting it. It's my curse, but it's also what allows me to bring you my 5 tips for dealing with this fear. Number 1, get yourself a cheerleader. You need someone in your life, a friend, a family member, a beta reader, another writer, someone on Twitter, anyone who can fully support your writing. This person should know your goal. Why are you writing? I personally write for the books I needed as a teenager. So my cheerleading group knows that. And if I ever stall out or feel really down, they'll ask me, who is the kid who needs this book right now? They need this message. They need this character. And it helps push me when I feel like I can't do it myself. Think of your writing or your book as a car. Sure, if you nab a 6-figure luxury car on the lot, the day it's brand new, I'm sure friends are going to come from all over the place to jump in the car and ride with you. But what if you got a lemon? What if the journey gets a little tough down the line and the car stalls? You want the cheerleaders who are going to get out of the car with you and push it. You need the people who will push you when you stall. Number 2, get a good editor. I get it. Best case scenario here for a perfectionist would be that you hand it off to an editor who reads it and says, it was perfect. There was nothing I needed to do. Second base case scenario would be you hand it off to an editor who says, oh, there was a few mistakes, but I found them and I fixed them and it's perfect now. Neither of those things are going to happen. Yeah. Likely, you'll edit, an editor will edit, and then someone will find a typo in the published copy after the fact. It happens. But a good editor will tell you the parts of the story that worked, fix the ones that didn't, get you closer to perfection, and give you a little more confidence in that story. Number 3, beta readers, get some. Recently on Twitter, another author put out a call asking us to comment our absolute favorite book of all time. And then he answered his own answer. And it was the only book in recent memory that I hated. Here we had 2 voracious readers from the reading community who read all the time and spend a ridiculous amount of money on books. And we had 2 opposite reactions to the same book. He loved it. It was his new all-time favorite, and I hated it. Not everyone is going to love your book. Get yourself a bunch of beta readers from different age groups, maybe from different genres readers, and find out what they love about your story. Sure, that's not their whole job, and I have a whole video on here about beta readers and what their job really is. But also ask what they loved. Is there a scene, a quote, a character, a title, a picture, anything that they loved? You need to know that so that you can hang on to it. Number 4, surround yourself with positive thoughts. Okay, I know it sounds corny, but it is so important. These positive thoughts can come from inside of you about your writing. They can come from your cheerleader, your editor, your beta reader, anywhere. Take those positive thoughts and comments, print them out or handwrite them, and literally hang them in your writing space so that they're facing you down every time you're getting ready to write. My personal favorite came from inside of me. It's handwritten on a heart-shaped sticky note with marker and hanging in my space. And it says exactly the same thing I end every video to you with. Keep plotting the path to your dreams. What does that mean? It means I know this is not an easy journey. It means all I can do is plot the next step and then take it. And when I get there, plot the next step and then take it. This is a journey, but I'm on it. Number 5. This is the most important tip. So it really could have been number 1, but it's also the hardest. So I made it number 5. Accept that failure happens. Nobody in this business got where they are without rejection and failure. If you don't believe me, go to Goodreads, search for your favorite author, find one of their books, and then scroll down to the reviews. Search for 1-star reviews. You'll find them. Likely they'll be scathing. It happens. This is a reality of this business. Nobody can publish a book without falling off a horse or getting rejected at some point. But the trick is, like you've heard before, like the cliche says, get up, dust yourself off, and get back on. Somebody smarter than me said, success is not in never falling, but in getting back up when you fall. There are helpful writers all over the writing community. You can, if you're looking for cheerleaders or positive comments or reminders that failure happens, reach out to the writing community. You can go on Twitter, use the hashtag writing community. You can drop a comment right here. Helpful writers exist to help give you our stories or get you past this. Don't give up. Failure happens. Keep going. Okay, that is it for my tips for how to deal with the fear of this business. I hope you found at least one thing you can use. Drop me a comment if there's something you need. If I'm capable of helping you, you know that I will. Hit subscribe so you know when I'm back. Keep plotting the path to your dreams, one step at a time. And I'll see you next time. Bye.